Every spring, gardeners fall into the annual trap, buying trays of bright annuals, planting with hope, only to watch them fade with the first frost. But what if there's a better way? Perennials and self-seeding flowers offer lasting beauty that returns and improves each year. These remarkable plants do much of the work for you, weaving themselves into your garden's fabric. Today, I'll introduce a dozen favorites that save money, reduce effort, and create a garden that grows richer with every season. Let's begin with peonies, a true aristocrat among perennials. These remarkable flowers have graced gardens for centuries, admired for their elegance and enduring charm. Their presence in a landscape instantly elevates the atmosphere, evoking a sense of timeless beauty and tradition. Their lush, full blooms and intoxicating fragrance bring an air of old-world romance to any garden. Peonies are often passed down through generations, becoming living heirlooms. With the right spot and a little patience, this crine breen, all breen. This is digrau, tenzine port b. Jadr poblan spranlan. Skenskrans can flourish for decades, sometimes even outliving the gardener who planted them. When planting, it's crucial to position the growing tip just 2 inches below the soil surface. Planting too deep is a common mistake, and can delay flowering for years. Take your time to get this step right, as it sets the stage for abundant blooms in seasons to come. Once established, peonies dislike disturbance and rarely need to be moved. That's why it's important to choose your site carefully. Pick a sunny, well-drained spot where your peony can settle in and thrive for years without interruption. In late spring, their tightly closed buds burst open, revealing layers of soft petals in shades from delicate blush pink to deep, dramatic crimson. Each bloom is a celebration of the changing season, drawing admiration from all who see them. After the spectacular flowering, the foliage remains lush and attractive, providing structure and beauty to the garden throughout summer. These leaves continue to feed the roots, ensuring next year's display will be just as stunning. Peonies are remarkably low maintenance. They rarely suffer from pests or diseases, and need little more than a generous mulch in spring to keep them healthy. Their resilience makes them a favorite for gardeners of all experience levels. If you're searching for a plant that truly stands the test of time, peonies are a gift that can be enjoyed for generations. Their enduring beauty and strength make them a cherished part of any garden, connecting past, present, and future. Rudbeckia, commonly known as black-eyed Susan, is a flower that brings a burst of sunshine to the garden, even when the skies are gray and overcast. Their bright yellow petals seem to glow, lighting up borders and beds with cheerful color that never fails to lift the spirits. These flowers are a symbol of resilience and hope, standing tall through all kinds of weather. These cheerful yellow daisies are perennial favorites, returning year after year with little effort from the gardener. They multiply easily, spreading gently to fill empty spaces and creating a lush, golden tapestry across the landscape. Even in tough conditions, they continue to thrive, asking for very little in return. Their deep, sturdy roots allow them to survive periods of drought, making them an ideal choice for low-maintenance gardens or areas where water is scarce. Once established, they require minimal care, yet reward you with months of vibrant blooms. Rudbeckias are also a magnet for pollinators. Bees, butterflies, and even hummingbirds flock to their nectar-rich centers, especially in late summer when other flowers may be fading. Their presence supports a healthy, thriving ecosystem in your garden. If you let a few flower heads ripen and go to seed, you'll soon notice new seedlings popping up, naturally filling in gaps and ensuring a continuous display of color for years to come. Black-eyed Susans aren't picky about soil. They'll grow in poor or average ground, as long as they get plenty of sun. Their adaptability makes them a favorite for both beginner and experienced gardeners alike. With their golden petals radiating around deep brown centers, Black-eyed Susans embody optimism, abundance, and the enduring warmth of summer, brightening gardens and hearts alike. Daylilies are champions of resilience and abundance, bringing effortless color to gardens year after year. These remarkable perennials are celebrated for their ability to thrive with minimal care, making them a favorite among both new and experienced gardeners. Each clump produces hundreds of blooms throughout the summer months, lighting up borders and beds with vibrant hues. Daylilies flourish in a wide range of soils and conditions, from rich garden beds to tougher, less hospitable spots. Once established, they shrug off drought and neglect, continuing to look lush even when rainfall is scarce. Their tidy, arching leaves not only add texture but also help suppress weeds, reducing maintenance and keeping your garden looking neat. Daylilies multiply generously. Divide mature clumps every few years to spread color throughout your garden or share the bounty with friends and neighbors. This simple task keeps plants vigorous and ensures even more blooms in seasons to come. There's a dizzying array of varieties to choose from, with colors ranging from soft pastels to bold, dramatic shades. Many cultivars offer extended blooming periods so you can enjoy their cheerful flowers for weeks on end. For longevity, low maintenance, and sheer abundance, daylilies are hard to beat. They're a reliable choice for gardeners seeking beauty without the fuss. With their combination of hardiness, vibrant blooms, and easy care, daylilies truly are a workhorse and a beauty rolled into one. Echinacea, or coneflowers, are perennial staples, valued for long-lasting blooms and the wildlife they attract. Their daisy-like flowers provide color from midsummer into autumn and are adored by pollinators. When flowers fade, seed heads add winter interest and feed birds. Coneflowers thrive in well-drained soil and tolerate drought once established. They'll self-seed modestly, filling gaps with new plants. With echinacea, you get beauty, resilience, and a touch of wildness. Hostas are shade-loving perennials famed for their impressive foliage. They bring structure and lushness to low-light gardens, requiring little more than a yearly mulch. Their clumps expand gradually, suppressing weeds and softening borders. In early summer, hostas send up spires of delicate, often fragrant flowers. Many varieties have thick, slug-resistant leaves, and dividing them keeps plants vigorous. For enduring elegance in shade, hostas are unmatched. Lavender appeals to all the senses, with silvery foliage and purple blooms that fill the air with fragrance. It thrives in full sun and well-drained soil. Plant on a mound if your soil is heavy. Once established, lavender is drought-tolerant and needs only occasional trimming. Bees adore it, and a row in full flower buzzes with life. Cut spent blooms for a second flush and harvest stems for sachets or bouquets. For low-maintenance color and scent, lavender is a classic. Salvias are diverse, but all share qualities that make them invaluable in the perennial garden. Their spires of blue, purple, pink or red flowers attract bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds all summer. Salvias rebloom with a quick trim and are famously deer-resistant. Most prefer full sun and well-drained soil, but many tolerate light shade. Some are true perennials, others short-lived, but many self-seed, filling your garden each year. With beauty, utility, and hardiness, salvias are a perennial must-have. Bleeding Heart, or Dicentra, brings magic to the spring garden with its heart-shaped blooms. It thrives in dappled shade, under trees or along north-facing walls. After its spring show, the plant goes dormant as summer heats up. Don't worry, this is normal. Plant among hostas or ferns to fill gaps as it fades. Bleeding Heart is rarely troubled by pests and gently self-seeds over time. For early color and wonder in shade, Bleeding Heart is a delight. Cosmos are generous self-seeders, filling gardens with clouds of pink, white, and magenta from summer to frost. They thrive in poor, well-drained soil and full sun. Too much fertility means more leaves, fewer flowers. Scatter seeds in spring, rake lightly, and let nature do the rest. Cosmos attract bees and butterflies, and letting some go to seed ensures a fresh crop next year. They require almost no care beyond occasional deadheading. For undemanding, prolific blooms, cosmos are unbeatable. California poppies define cheerful resilience, carpeting poor soils with brilliant orange and yellow blooms, scatter seeds in autumn or early spring, pressing them onto the soil surface for best results. Once established, they need almost no care and are drought-tolerant. Let flowers go to seed for new seedlings each year, forming glorious drifts. Thin, crowded seedlings for robust growth. For sunshine that returns without fuss, California poppies are a joy. Cleome, or spider flower, brings dramatic height with tall, airy stems and globe-shaped blooms. It self-seeds enthusiastically, thin seedlings to give each plant room to thrive. Cleome thrives in full sun and well-drained soil, tolerating heat and drought. Its unusual flowers attract bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds, allow seed pods to ripen and scatter after frost for next year's crop. For bold presence and effortless renewal, Cleome is a striking choice. Forget-me-nots embody gentle persistence, forming dense blue carpets in shady spots each spring. Once established, they self-seed prolifically, returning year after year. Their tiny blooms appear in early spring, mingling with tulips or ferns. Allow spent plants to scatter seed before clearing them away. Forget-me-nots require almost no care, just pull up old plants after flowering. For color and softness in shade, forget-me-nots are a reliable friend. As you escape the annual trap, remember, good soil preparation is key. Start small, enrich your soil, and choose plants suited to your garden for a perennial paradise that rewards you year after year.